This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
to My Favorite Murder.
That's Georgia Heartstar.
That's Karen Kilgariff.
This is Thanksgiving.
This comes out on Thanksgiving. 2024?
2024, that's right. That's the year that we're dealing with.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, what are you grateful for this year?
I'm grateful for all the decorations that Asia put up in the studio. If you're watching this on video, you can see that it's super autumnal.
It's gorgeous. It's themed out.
It totally is.
There's baby gourds. But that also kind of feel like I was looking at this. I'm like, what if you could turn them like this and there's like secret? It's one of those you could put your pot in it type of containers.
I wanted it to be like a kitchen timer.
Oh,
wouldn't that be cute?
Remember those old Tupperware commercials where it would be like something like this, but then there'd just be a little lock on the front or advertisements?
No.
And when I was little enough that I used to think that's what Tupperware was.
It's like a lock.
It was like
your
a tomato with a lock on the front of it, where I'm like, I want a tomato with a lock on it.
How about these turkey glasses?
Oh, yeah.
You got a cornucopia one.
Hey.
I mean, never have you looked better.
Why does New Year's get all the fun when Thanksgiving's ready for it? Guys.
I can't.
I'm going to go ahead and put these right
Oh,
here.
yeah. Yeah.
Is it what was meant to be on my head?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like,
great.
oh, finally Karen's found her.
Her look.
Calling. Did you see there was like a girl who turned her long, beautiful hair, she must be a hair influencer, turned it into like a cornucopia?
Really?
It was really cool. With all these braids and then all these like accessories and stuff.
Was there stuff coming out of it?
Yeah, she like put a pumpkin in and put a this in.
Yes.
That's cool.
You know, that reminds me of just that much hair. Mm-hmm. Did you ever see that video where Bob the drag queen is doing a live show and he's got this gigantic wig on? So there's the thing where they like take off the wig and then it reveals like another wig. And that's kind of like a thing.
I love it.
That's sometimes in the drag community they do. There's I can't remember what the song was, but basically like builds, and it goes to do the wig reveal. And there's literally like a 5-year-old little girl sitting on his head. What? It is so funny. And the crowd it is just like the most epic reveal of all time.
It's like a crowd that's primed and ready for something awesome and epic. And then it fucking outdoes itself.
Then it's just the cutest little girl that's like, what
the fuck?
So hilarious.
Are you sure it was an AI? I mean, I can't even picture it.
I feel it might have been pre-AI. I'm not sure.
Should we say what we're thankful for?
Yes.
This year, because there's a theme of what Karen and I are thankful for. And guess what? It's you, listener.
Oh, I thought it was us.
Oh, it's us. We're thankful for ourselves.
The theme is us once again.
No, okay. So the theme is that we're thankful for the Murderino community.
Every day.
God, you guys are fucking awesome. We have a couple cool things going on that we wanted to tell you about regarding you, yourself, the Murderino community.
What the Murderinos have done in the world.
That's right. So a listener named Mandy sent us an article that I hadn't seen at all.
Just came out, I think.
Just came out in People magazine by Angela Andaloro. It's called Micro Preemie Mom Didn't Know If She'd Be Writing an Obituary or Birth Announcement When Baby Arrived at 25 weeks.
Oh, God.
And this actually kind of hits me because my dear friend Carrie Sellen-Vetter just had a preemie at 34 weeks. And I met that baby and it was still in the NICU and it was so tiny. And the thought of a 25-week baby, I just cannot even imagine.
Must have been so scary.
And so scary and unexpected. And yeah, like Carrie's baby was 3 pounds, 9 ounces. I mean, little tiny baby. She's doing great.
Oh, good.
So is Carrie.
Great.
So basically, the mother, Caitlin, gave birth to her daughter prematurely, unexpectedly at 25 weeks. Due to complications, the baby named Nora was named Nora. Hey,
Baby Nora.
Baby Nora was in the NICU for 118 days. And in the article, Caitlin says she sought help, didn't know, who to talk to about this. So she said she got support by posting to a subgroup for fans of the true crime podcast, My Favorite Murder, on Facebook. And she says, quote, I started posting there every week and it kind of became a thing where I found help that way.
Yeah.
How fucking beautiful is that?
I mean, truly.
Yeah. Because when you have this, like, many listeners, everyone has the experience that you've had somewhere in this weird little thing that we've created.
And I think it's the thing, too, of women being given the opportunity to support and help each other around a thing that, of course, it's like, why, first of all, why do you like that? Why are you interested in that?
True crime,
blah,
right.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then it's like, but it's really not about that.
Right.
And here's actually what it is about, where it's like there's a sisterhood that's actually real in this way.
Yeah, that's a good point. When they're always like, why do women like true crime like you guys do so much? And it's like, that's not what it's about. It's about so much bigger than that. And this is like a lovely example of that.
It's beautiful.
So Nora is now 18 months old, happy and healthy, and in a beautiful family. And we're so, so happy for you, Caitlin. Thank you to Mandy for sending that to us. Should I read her email?
Whose?
Mandy's? Okay. Let me read Mandy's email. It says,
I thought you meant like her email address. I was like, sure. Yeah. Is it Mandy@gmail or?
Just Mandy Moore at Gmail. Mandy says, hello, hopefully this reaches you. I wanted to share an article written about a fan, her micro preemie daughter, and the community that we have, all because of your podcast. The community was built over our love of MFM and spread into worldwide friendships. I'm in the Facebook subgroup and witnessed Caitlin and Nora's journey from birth until now. Baby Nora has so many honorary aunties and uncles because of the community.
Aww.
So I just wanted to share this and say thank you. Thank you for giving us something that we love and the community that has been built around it because of you.
I mean, that's just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's so lovely. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the piece of it that like you and I have just been watching and hearing about, but we're like, it kind of doesn't have anything to do with us in a lot of ways. It's like, it's a true honor to have done something that is, it's essentially, hey, this is what we're interested in. And this thing grew up around it of people being this kind of beautiful to each other.
Inspired by a true story.
Yeah.
Hey, let's make it about ourselves and make a donation in the name of Murderinos.
Nice.
To St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. $10,000 were given them. Its mission is to advance cures and means of prevention for pediatric catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. You can go to stjude.org, stjude.org, to donate yourself if you'd like to. And yay.
Beautiful.
Thankful for y'all.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys, for... I mean, that's just kind of staggering. It's like, it's really lovely. Well, I also have a really beautiful thing to share about a murderino.
Okay.
And TikTok.
I know, you've been building this up and I'm really fucking excited to see it.
Well, here's the thing, as I've already said this already, which is I'm on TikTok, but I'm also middle-aged, so a lot of time I don't know what's going on. And I don't really want to be in there. I just want to look at stuff and not like normal social media interaction.
Yeah.
But of course, there's people that are interacting with me and I talk about it all the time. So people are like, hey, did you see this? Hey, you would like this.
Yeah.
And they also are saying it to you too, but kind of through me.
Yeah.
So I I don't even know that inbox is there. Every once in a while I'm like, what's this over here? And then it'll be like 20 things. I'm like, oh God. So a while ago, I did that. And if you don't know, I've been doing a thing. I started reviewing sinkholes because it's a true passion of mine.
Yeah.
And we called it Sinkhole Saturdays.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little fun, dumb thing. So then I opened the TikTok inbox one day, and there is this TikTok. I think if you look
Oh my
right
God.
there.
Okay, here we go.
Karen, longtime listener, first-time caller. I live next door to a very old house. Our house is very old, too.
Oh my God.
Some flippers came in, and there's now a big sinkhole. This property sold for $630,000. Now listen, I don't have any kind of reference to how deep this is, but I have a banana for scale. Banana for scale.
Banana for scale,
deep.
that's huge.
And I'm on the very edge of the precipice to bring you this breaking news. Karen, please rate my sinkhole.
That looked like a well, like an old well.
Right? It was like you got this house, and then suddenly it's but then now there's a crevasse on the
For
side.
almost $1 million. And honestly, it did look bigger once the banana was in it.
Right? Banana for scale, banana for scale.
Banana for scale, much needed.
So I just want to say, I don't know that person's name, but their TikTok handle is Jessie Boofoot.
Okay.
Assuming it's a person named Boofoot.
Yeah.
And the bio says they're an amateur human. And I just have a couple questions to Jessie Boofoot, which is like, how did you discover something that close to your neighbor's house?
Right.
Like you were clearly snooping in between the other person moving out and somebody else moving in.
Yeah, a little sneaky.
In my opinion.
Suspicious.
Like, were you literally trespassing? Please give the full crime details of what you were doing. And then also just how did you get the idea of using a banana for scale? Is that a reference to our show Bananas?
Yeah. And I also love that she had a string around it. She wasn't going to leave it behind. No. She's not a litterer.
No.
She wouldn't litter the banana.
Not
you can leave it there.
In 2024, who can throw a banana down into a hole and never have it returned?
Those aren't cheap. You got to pull it back out. It's really thoughtful, actually.
It's so lovely all the way around. The energy with which that was delivered, where it's like, please write this.
I got to tell Karen about my sinkhole. I love it.
Love it so much. Yeah. So I guess if you have a sinkhole in your life, of course, please send it in because I want to know about it.
Do not create a sinkhole just to have something to create. You know what I mean?
Don't be like that lady that was digging the hole in her basement for no reason and then truly you just kept digging.
No illegal sinkholes.
No, you have to observe them in nature.
Right.
But Jessie Boofoot, I can't thank you enough. It's truly one of my favorite things that I have seen on TikTok. But because I just don't really interact with it, it seemed like, I think I faved it or said yay, but it meant much more. And I talked about it much more. And I want that person to know how much it meant. And because I want people to send us TikToks like that.
Yeah, totally. Send us TikToks like that. Okay, well, speaking of the Bananas podcast and other podcasts that are on our podcast network.
And other fruits and vegetables that we enjoy.
Let's get to the Exactly Right Media highlights.
This week on Ghosted by Roz Hernandez, Roz is joined by comedian and impressionist James Adomian to talk about spooky things in other people's voices.
And then on That's Messed Up, an SVU podcast, Kara and Lisa chat about the Ballad of Dwight and Irina from SVU's 22nd season. And comedian Ricky Lindholm joins them to talk about her role in the episode.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Also, over at the MFM store, we now have signed copies of our book, Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered. If you want to give that book to the super fan in your life for the holidays, or yourself, if you're that person.
Sure.
You can head over to www.exactlyrightstore.com to get your copy today.
And for all you demon heads, Son of Satan, the latest episode of MFM animated by Nick Terry, is now available on youtube.com/exactlyrightmedia. Please follow that as well if you feel like it.
Also, a little bit of a sad announcement. After 180 thrilling double features, we are saying goodbye to our beloved movie podcast, I Saw What You Did, is closing its cinema doors. We want to thank Danielle Henderson and Millie DeCherico for 4 years of hilarity and hard work. You guys did such an amazing job on that podcast, and we're really going to miss you.
Definitely. And if you're a listener, please stay tuned because Millie will have exciting news for you in 2025. And until then, then please enjoy their last episode where they cover Alien from 1979 and Faster Pussycat Kill Kill from 1965. What a great duo to end on.
Yeah, that's a really powerful sign off right there.
It is. Grocery shopping seems like it should take 20 minutes.
And then 2 hours later, you're standing at the checkout with a frozen pizza and 6 different types of chips.
Lucky for you, there's Hungry Root.
Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped in one. They'll take care of the weekly grocery shopping and recommend groceries and meals tailored to you.
Once you tell them about your goals and preferences, they fill your cart with personalized recommendations. And those recommendations get smarter as Hungry Root learns more about what you did or didn't like.
Most of Hungry Root's recipes can be made in just 15 minutes or less. You can't get any easier than one pan shakshuka. I've always said that.
Yeah, I love the convenience and also the fact that I don't have to go park anywhere.
Thank God Hungry Root's around to help us shop and help us build really healthy and delicious meals.
For a limited time, get 40% off your first order, plus get a free item in every box for life.
Go to hungryroot.com/MFM and use code MFM.
That's hungryroot.com/MFM, code MFM to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. Goodbye.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns Potential Screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye.
Thanksgiving Day is such a weird day. It's like everyone's working really hard. At least in our household, everyone's like in the kitchen, like working really hard.
Yeah.
And there's a kind of almost like it's a holiday, but it's the least holiday-ish of all the holidays because it's a holiday about people just busting ass in the kitchen all day long and trying to time everything out and make it good.
I'd rather just go to a Mexican restaurant, honestly.
I mean, that's my only option. If my dad and my sister didn't cook, I'd just be like, well.
Vince, he like has to have the whole thing. And so he has to have it a certain way. And like, I wouldn't do it that way. So he's just like, I'll do it myself. And he does it himself.
And is it the like classic Michigan way?
Classic Midwest, the whole casserole thing.
Yes.
All of it. It's great. I'm happy with it. And it's all like, a lot of it's canned stuff and instant that. So like, it's not that complicated, but
yeah. Oh, well, also does he do ocean spray cranberry sauce with the can shape?
I love that. You've got to.
Favorite.
So good.
And you just get your slices as big as the ripple of the can.
Yes, it's perfect.
I love Thanksgiving.
Well, today it is. So
well, then let's celebrate with terrible stories.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool. Because it's what we like. Okay. So today I'm going to tell you the story behind a federal law that you might not be familiar with. So it's not really a household name, but it fundamentally changed how colleges and universities across the U.S. handle safety and transparency on campus. This is the story of the murder of Jeanne Clery, whose death exposed gaps in the existing system and sparked a push for real change. The sources of this story today are several articles that ran in the Morning Call newspaper in the 1980s, a 1989 Los Angeles Times article by journalist Beverly Bayette, a 1990 People magazine article by journalists Ken Gross and Andrea Fine, and the rest of the sources are in our show notes. So Jeanne Clery is born in 1966 and grows up in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, which is just outside of Philadelphia. She's raised in a loving home with her parents, Howard and Connie, and her two older brothers, Benjamin and Howard III. Her mom, Connie, would later say that, quote, Jeanne loved her family with a passion, especially her brothers. She wanted to be just like her brothers. So she grows up, she's a great kid. She has a reputation for being kind and loyal and brave. And she's not afraid to stick up for classmates who are getting bullied or being overlooked. And for a while, Jeanne proudly rocks a gap in her smile after she lost a front tooth while skating. She's not afraid to be different, and she's not afraid to be herself.
She's scrappy.
Yeah. Her dad, Howard, would later tell People magazine, quote, she was one of the first little girls on the local Little League team.
Wow.
That's hard.
Yeah. Back then.
Like the early 80s.
Yeah.
You're playing Little League and people are like, what are you even doing?
No girls allowed. Go to fucking home ec and shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that time when you were doing stuff like that, like I want to play baseball and I'm going to fight for my right to play baseball. Guess who didn't help you do that? Other little girls. Like
Right.
That's the time where people are like, oh no.
Stay away.
Oh no. But I bet she was really good at baseball because she had two older brothers.
Right.
Yeah. So later at college, she would reflect on her relationship with her gender and her family in an essay that she called Growing Up in an Androgynous Environment. And in it, she talks about how her parents treated her the same as her brothers and that she was educated at an all-girls school where she was able to, quote, hold positions that a male most likely would have held in a public school, such as school president, president of the athletic association, and head of the newspaper.
That's so interesting. I would have never thought of that, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's all stuff that girls typically didn't do back then.
Right. And then you get this sense of like, of course we can do this. Of course we should be doing this.
Right.
And then you graduate from that school and you go out into the world.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
They hate us.
Yeah.
But I just love the idea. It's like an early 80s fighter.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So with that, Jeanne is also, she seems aware as a young woman that she's vulnerable in ways that aren't always in her control. So, for example, her first choice to go to college was at Tulane University in New Orleans, where her brothers went. She'd actually already applied and been accepted and planned on going there and joining the school's tennis team. But in the fall of 1984, the Clery family learned that an 18-year-old Tulane student named Karen Minkin was raped and murdered in her off-campus apartment by a man who also lived in the building.
Oh, my God.
So, of course, this tragedy rattles the Clery family. Jeanne's mom, Connie, later says, quote, we were so shocked, Howard and me. We told Jeanne we couldn't allow her to go to Tulane. We were too frightened. It was just so far away. So the family decides to take what they believe is the safer path, which is that Jeanne enrolls at Lehigh University, which is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's about 50 miles from her parents' house, about like an hour and a half drive. It's an excellent school with a picturesque university look, complete with Gothic-style buildings, winding walkways, a beautiful canopy of trees. It's like, and Connie says, quote, Jeanne just loved the campus, and I loved the fact that it was an hour and 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So several months later, in late March of 1986, Howard and Connie go to pick Jeanne up from school and take her back to Bryn Mawr for the Easter holiday weekend. And Connie remembers, quote, she couldn't wait to get back. She loved Lehigh. It was the happiest year of her life. So she gets back to school. A couple days later, on the night of Friday, April 4th, Jeanne goes to a frat party, and she stays there until around 3 a.m. when she heads back to her residence hall. So Jean's roommate lost her keys. This is such a we've all done this a million times. Jean's roommate loses her keys and she's still out. So Jean leaves their dorm room door open, unlocked for her so she can get in when she comes back.
Just the wrong night for some fucking reason of all nights.
Just a thing that goes on. Yeah. So Jean leaves the door open and goes to sleep. So this residence hall, it's the mid-'80s. So it's a residence hall that has the exterior door that you need a key for. Then there's two interior doors, at least two, including the actual dorm room door. But on this night, which is a Friday night, all those doors are jammed open with pizza boxes so that the people in the dorms can have their friends come and go.
Yeah.
Very common, just how it is. So sometime between 4 and 6:30 in the morning, an intruder enters Jean's dorm, heads to the laundry room, steals a couple odds and ends, and then goes upstairs, eventually stopping on the 3rd floor. And that's where Jean's dorm room is. And then the intruder just starts trying the doors, looking for one that's unlocked. And he finds one when he gets to Jean's door. He enters while she sleeps, and he grabs a radio, a camera, some jewelry, some cash. But then Jean wakes up and finds a man in her dark room. He brutally attacks her and rapes her. He mutilates her neck with a broken beer bottle, bites her, he beats her, and then he strangles her to death and then leaves with the valuables he's stolen. So when another student notices that her door has been left open all night, they enter and discover Jean's brutalized body. Hours later, Jean's parents get a knock at their door, and when they open it, they find a policeman standing there. Connie says, quote, "Most Americans saw the space shuttle Challenger splinter into a billion pieces. That's what happened to our hearts."
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it doesn't take long for investigators to identify Jean's killer. It's another Lehigh student, a 20-year-old sophomore named Joseph Henry. So Joseph had been co-hosting a party that same night at his off-campus apartment with his roommates, and he got very drunk, and his crush left with another guy, and he got really mad. He kicked down a door in his own apartment, and then later on, when his roommates had gone to sleep, he walked basically onto campus to Jean's residence hall. Joseph and Jean had never met. It wasn't like he was going to look for her.
Yeah.
So when he gets back home after this attack, only a couple of hours pass and he admits what he did to his roommates.
Wow.
And they go to police. He's arrested immediately. So it's important to note Joseph is Black, Jean is white. So you can imagine how this case got treated in 1980s media. It's a total circus, and it actually has a real effect on the Lehigh campus. The students of color who go to Lehigh are left to process this horrific crime, as well as that instant sensationalism around the interracial element of the crime. And there's only about 60 Black students in a student body of 6,000.
Wow.
One Lehigh alum will later remember, quote, "It was the most horrible crime you can imagine and has also kind of reinforced racial stereotypes. It was very hostile for the students who were there through that period. We didn't necessarily see it directly targeting us, but it sort of lived on through the stories and the dynamic." So you're already definitely experiencing standard racism, being 60 out of 6,000. And suddenly now, it's just like people, if they're going to blame you, whether they do it overtly or it's just like the energy.
Yeah, and it's part of the conversation no matter what. Totally.
Right. So Joseph is tried. It's basically an open and shut case for the prosecution. Police find missing items from Jean's dorm room inside of Joseph's bedroom. He admitted, of course, to his roommates. The evidence is all there. His defense tries an insanity plea that hinged on the theory that Joseph had a rare reaction to alcohol and experienced a personality change while intoxicated, but the jury doesn't buy it and ultimately convicts him. He's currently now serving a life sentence. He has expressed regret for his actions. So meanwhile, the Clery family is of course, just inundated in this tragedy. And then they learn something that shocks them. In the 3 years preceding Jeanne's murder, there had been 38 reports of violent offenses on Lehigh's campus, including rapes and robberies.
Jesus.
And considering the fact that many crimes, especially rape, don't get reported at all,
Right.
it's a pretty high number for a school with only 6,000 students.
Yikes.
To compare, Penn State has a student body of around 60,000 at that time, and there were 24 offenses reported.
Wow. Okay. That's a really high rate.
Yeah. So the Clerys based their decision on what college Jeanne would go to primarily based on the idea of campus safety. So having access to that information about Lehigh, of course, would have impacted that decision. At the time, only 4% of colleges and universities in the U.S. track this type of data. Connie says, quote, "I knew I was going to have to do something to try to prevent other parents, other students from this eternal nightmare that never goes away. It never goes away." But the Clerys take their grief and channel it into activism. Our favorite kind of story. So they sue Lehigh University for $25 million in damages, and that lawsuit settles out of court for an undisclosed amount. But then they take that settlement money and their own money, and the entire family starts a watchdog group called Security on Campus, including the dad, Howard, who quit his job at a mail-order business to join the family and work on this.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And they basically, as a family and as this business, start collecting data on campus crimes.
Wow.
Right?
That's so innovative.
Yeah.
Instead of just throwing money at it, they're like creating this system that's so
going
necessary.
To like help a solution.
Totally.
And it's the 80s, so collecting data.
Yeah. Data is just fucking...
It must have been like, what do? You write the government for it? Or you like call people on the phone? I have no idea.
I can hear the dot matrix printer fucking going right in my head.
Right. I don't think we're even two fax machines at this point.
No.
At the same time, the Clerys launch an aggressive campaign to reform and enhance campus security. They realize that colleges might not choose to publicize this type of data to protect their reputations. So the Clerys' first move, which is so smart, is to lobby elected officials to pass legislation mandating it.
Yeah.
The Clerys, alongside several survivors who join them in their mission, begin to, quote, pound the halls of Congress. And Connie adds, quote, "You couldn't have paid me $1 million to get up and speak before, but Jeanne's death has freed me. I'm not afraid of anything or anybody anymore." And those efforts pay off. In 1988, Pennsylvania's then governor, Bob Casey, signs a bill into law that requires all state colleges and universities to regularly publish 3 years' worth of campus crime reports. Shortly after, more than a dozen other states follow suit.
Wow.
Then in 1990, George H.W. Bush signs the Jeanne Clery Act into law at the national level. And this is described as a federal consumer protection law, and it requires any university that receives federal funding to track and publicize crime statistics on various offenses, including robbery, sexual assault, hate crimes, stalking, homicides, and more.
That's amazing. And I love the consumer part of it because it's so true. You are paying to go to this institution. You are a consumer of this institution, especially if they're fucking federally funded.
You wouldn't send your child to a movie theater where you got the information that people punched people randomly in the face.
Right, all the time.
So you're like, yep, I won't go ahead and spend my money there. I'll take it somewhere else where they care about safety.
And if you don't care about safety and, don't want to put any effort into it, your numbers will be bad and reflect that. So they'll put more money into it so they don't have to put those numbers out.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
It's so smart.
It's like you got to force people to fucking behave a lot.
Yeah. And I think that idea of like, as a family, making those kinds of really calculated, very smart, strategic decisions that it's like, let's not stand over here and try to get people to like believe or care. Right. It just goes straight to get a law passed.
Let's not ask them politely. Let's just make it that if they don't do it, their bottom line will be affected because that's really what they give a shit about.
Yeah. Wow, we're all over colleges and universities. Fuck those schools.
It's why we didn't go to college. It's
why they kicked us out. Ring, ring. Sac State, yes. What?
Listen, City College, loved it. I did.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
This law also requires schools to publish a report explaining their plans for handling emergencies, from national disasters to mass shootings, as well as measures taken to secure on-campus buildings.
Wow.
So it's just like what you got, put it together and turn it in.
If you're going to offer this place, and you need to also offer, some kind of level of safety.
Yeah. The Clery Act goes beyond physical violence. Students can file Clery complaints for anything that threatens their safety on campus and that includes threats to their personal health. And universities that don't comply with the Clery Act are fined by the Department of Education, and there have been several high-profile examples of those violations.
Wow.
One infamous one is the $2.4 million fine levied against Penn State for not publicly reporting incidents involving former assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky ahead of his 2012 conviction for serial sexual abuse, as well as the $4.5 million fine on Michigan State University for its failure to protect students from Dr. Larry Nassar, who sexually abused hundreds of female gymnasts before being convicted in 2017.
It's just,
So the stats that universities are required to collect under the Clery Act are imperfect, of course. Mm-hmm. For example, it's well established that sexual assault remains seriously underreported. The website of the American Association of University Women notes that, quote, despite numerous studies showing that rape is common on campuses, 89% of colleges and universities reported zero incidents of rape. 77% of campuses reported zero incidents of sexual assault, including rape and fondling, domestic violence, dating violence, and stalking.
0%. Can you imagine that world?
As I would if.
I would go move there immediately. If you get 0%, you need to be fucking worried, because that means you're in a culture that is scaring women and scaring survivors into not reporting.
Into silence,
that's all that it means.
Yes, that's right.
It doesn't mean it's safe.
Right.
That's almost scarier.
Yes.
I have a big cup of coffee before we started.
A shocking statistic that speaks to the inadequacy of reporting structures rather than the frequency of events.
Well, I should have let you finish.
No. I think your wording was much clearer and more understandable. But I mean, it is that kind of thing. I feel like that if that isn't a thing that's threatening to you, then that isn't a thing that's... It's very easy to brush that off. If you're some college dean and you're just like, it's fine.
Right.
And
see, it's zero.
Yeah, it's zero. So now the Clery Act has been amended multiple times. It's far more extensive than it was in the mid-'80s, like many significant laws, including Title IX, which deals with sex-based discrimination on campus and overlaps with the Clery Act. Mm. It has faced some criticism for becoming overly complex and bogged down by bureaucracy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so have they all.
Yeah, I'd rather have that than the alternative.
Yeah, than nothing.
Can we have something that's complicated rather than nothing that's nothing?
Something that's this horrible is going to have complicated solutions.
Right.
I'm really on my high horse on this one. It's almost like saying so it's complicated, so just don't do it.
Yeah,
and
it's too complicated.
No.
It's too complicated.
Sorry.
Then stop fucking sexually assaulting and raping, fuckers.
While it's not perfect, the Clery's crusade is an undeniable, huge step towards greater transparency from academic institutions. Meanwhile, their original organization, Security on Campus, is now the Clery Center, and it continues to advocate for safer campuses by raising awareness around things like hazing and binge drinking. In 2015, on the 25th anniversary of the Jeanne Clery Act's passing, Jean's mother, Connie, says, quote, "It took an army and it took my life. It was worth every single bit."
Oh, my God. I can't imagine.
I know. So November 23rd, which is this week, would have been Jeanne Clery's 58th birthday. And here's her as a teenager.
Oh, what a bright, beautiful smile.
She truly looks like every girl I knew in the 80s.
Totally. Oh.
Outside of her old residence hall at Lehigh, there's a plaque honoring her, and it says, quote, "Lest we forget the meaning of her death, we must protect one another so that her life will not have been in vain." And that is the story of Jeanne Clery and the federal law named in her honor.
Oh, my God. I did not know about that at all.
Me either.
That's incredible.
I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Great Thanksgiving story.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
All right, well, let's take a fucking, all the 180, 360, fucking.
Let's go from, eating the salad and having our vegetables
Straight into dessert.
It's dessert time.
It's dessert time.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a very desserty story. It's about a tween and teen cousins getting into mischief together. And in doing so, accidentally creating one of the UK's most endearing debates on fantastical, unexplained creatures in the vein of like what you love, fucking Loch Ness or Bigfoot. But this is the story of the Cottingley Fairies.
Yes. I'm so excited. I love this story and I love how far it went.
Yeah, it went really far. And we're going to have to talk about why, because it's so confounding.
Okay.
Because I'll show you the photos, too. I'm sure you've seen them. The main sources for this story are 2 articles from BBC News, and the rest of the sources can be found in our show notes. All right, well, let's start in one of your favorite times and places, the late 1800s, early 1900s. Picture it. The Industrial Revolution is starting to take over the world. All of these like rural communities are coming into big cities, and this is how people are now living and making money. And just this is how society is sadly headed.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so this means that our once reliance and connection with nature and traditional lifestyles that relied upon nature is starting to fracture. And it's during this time then, of course, that people start to romanticize that connection that we supposedly had, thinking of it as an innocent time and using it kind of as magical escapism. So it's in this vein that the fairy aesthetic becomes a huge trend in the UK, even being nicknamed fairy fever.
Oh.
And this is for everyone. I don't know. It's these little, it's like Tinkerbell, essentially.
Yeah.
That's the fairy idea we're talking about. And actually got huge in Victorian children's literature. So children grew up with fairy art and stories, of course, particularly in the wildly popular Peter Pan, which debuted in 1907. And then it was a massive sensation. And then it was performed as a play consistently for about 25 years. Oh. So people were obsessed with this. Every child went and saw the play. I mean, clapping if you believe in fairies, that kind of thing. I know.
Bring Tinkerbell back.
I know. Yeah, remember? She was kind of cunty and I loved it.
Yeah, Tinkerbell's like, it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
But also in Irish culture, like my grandpa grew up believing in fairies and telling us about, like, no, they're real.
Really?
Like they're on our property. Oh, yeah, completely. Because it's part of that living with nature.
Totally.
Where you're a circle of mushrooms is a fairy ring.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff where it's like, oh, it's the way people explain what nature's doing and,
Makes sense of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're real.
Or they're real and they planted those mushrooms perfectly with a compass.
More than 350 books about fairies are published in the UK between 1920 and 1925.
Wow.
That's a fucking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And adults are into fairy stuff. But for them, the fascination, it kind of overlaps with spiritualism, which I know you love. This is the same time period when seances are becoming very popular, and people attribute this to the grief that adults, of course, felt in the aftermath of World War I. They wanted that connection with the afterlife so that all of their sons who died didn't die in vain and they could still connect with them. And, that's understandable.
Yeah. And also just the idea of like, this isn't just how life is.
Yeah.
There's more. There's magic out there.
Totally. And so people see proof of the existence of fairies as a corroboration for other fantastical ideas that they would like to approach with the seriousness of science. A lot of people who are really into the afterlife are pissed off that fairies are lumped in to what they're into. Saying like they don't believe in that and you're making this seem less legit. But other people like see them all as kind of this like fairy tale that is true.
I like to just put them all on one shirt. And then that's what decides.
What do you mean?
You just like, if you want a sweatshirt, you can have some spiritual stuff spiritualism stuff over here and some fairies.
Okay.
And then you're like, I've been reincarnated.
I thought you were going to say like when it's like spiritualism and reincarnation and fairies and when it's just all the names.
Yeah, like the John, Ringo, Paul, and Judy. Who was the fourth Beatle? I can't remember.
Judy. Okay. So here we are in this headspace, and now we're going to travel to the north of England in the summer of 1917. Wars just ended, and we're near Leeds in the village of Cottingley, which is part of the city of Bradford. Got it?
Sure.
We're in the home of the Wright family, which backs up to a little wooded valley. At the bottom of that valley is a small body of water. I mean, it's a fucking novel.
You're like, I'm going to just go walk out into the woods.
Yeah.
Bye.
It writes itself. There's like a stream, and it's called the Cottingley Beck. And a beck is a regional term for a brook.
Okay.
So the Wright family is made up of the married couple named Polly and Arthur and their 16-year-old daughter, Elsie. Elsie loves to draw. She's a skilled artist. Her father is an amateur photographer with his own darkroom, and Elsie has learned a lot about photography from him, which is, oh my God, so cute. Also living with the family is Elsie's aunt and her 9-year-old cousin, Frances, who recently moved back to England from South Africa, where, of course, colonization was rampant. Mm-hmm. So even though Elsie is a lot older than her cousin, 16 and 9, you wouldn't think they'd be best of friends, but the two girls get along and they love playing together. And in particular, they like to hang out by that beck where they typically get into trouble for getting their clothes and shoes wet and for tracking mud into the house. Sounds like a fucking great childhood.
The dream.
Yeah.
We got to hang out near a creek growing up.
That sounds amazing.
Just like there was a creek in our backyard. You just went down there and it just like hung out.
We hung out by the like LA River and drank under bridges and
and raced with the pink ladies.
Yeah, honestly, smoked cigarettes and takes all kinds.
Yeah, it does.
So when the moms yell at them for getting wet, Elsie and Frances
takes all kinds.
It's my new favorite thing. I say it a lot lately.
It's really true.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So when their moms yell at the girls for getting wet, Elsie and Frances like to reply that they were, quote, off to see the fairies. Like that's their excuse. We're off to see the fairies. It sounds like this is mostly Frances, the 9-year-old's excuse, and it's looked at by the family as like the equivalent of a dog ate my homework, kind of a jokey thing. But Elsie always backs her up, agreeing that there are fairies in the beck. Of course, no one takes them seriously. It's just a cute little thing the girls say when they get in trouble. Until one day in July of 1917, the girls tromp into the Wrights' kitchen after fucking around in the beck, and the mothers are fed up. This time, Elsie says that they really had seen fairies and that she was going to prove it. She borrows one of her father's cameras, and she and Frances head back down. And they come back to the house less than an hour later, saying that they have irrefutable proof that the fairies are real. Arthur helps Elsie develop the photo, and sure enough, clear as day, there's a photograph of Frances surrounded by several dainty dancing fairies. Oh. This beautiful Victorian photograph, which I'll show you in a minute, but let's keep going for a second. Arthur is suspicious. The dad is like super suspicious. He also knows his daughter does have the artistic chops to fake this.
Okay.
First of all.
Yeah.
In fact, Elsie has a job at a photo studio in Bradford retouching photographic plates, but the image does look incredibly lifelike. And he knows that Elsie didn't tamper with the photo plate, which is like basically the negative, because he helped her develop it. He would have seen it when he was developing it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can't explain this.
Right.
The only other option is that Elsie drew an extremely lifelike fairy, cut it out, and posed it in the picture. And listen, let me tell you, that's what she did. Spoiler alert. That's exactly what she did. I hate to spoil it, but you got to know the whole time.
Yeah. If you know the story, you kind of know the ending of the story.
So that's exactly what they did. She copied pictures from a book of children's stories, added wings, cut out the drawings, and stuck them into hat pins to stand them up. That's why they look real and three-dimensional, and the girls are adamant that the photo isn't faked. And they're committed to their story, and, at least when it's just their immediate family.
Yeah.
They're just playing along.
Right.
They are so committed, in fact, that they take another picture a few months later in September. This one shows Elsie sitting next to a little winged creature, which the girls claim is a gnome. So let me show you the two photos that we have. And you tell me what you think.
Oh.
See, photography is pretty early at this time. So you and I look at this and we're like, that's so stupid. You can tell it's fake. But,
But I mean, yeah, right. These days, it would be retouched to high hell, whatever. But
and if you really want to believe it, then you'll believe it, right? Let's see the other one. So that's Elsie.
Ooh.
I know. I mean, it's ethereal looking and very pretty.
Hold on, let me see it. Oh, yes. Yes, there it is.
You see it?
It's so pretty.
Oh, my God.
Also, I just kind of love, it's like, you've got a weird older cousin who's super arty.
She's the coolest.
And then you're like a little 9-year-old that probably has a big imagination yourself.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of like,
And Elsie's like playing along, even though adults are so fucking boring and shit.
Right. Or she's like, maybe she's the one that's like, what if fairies were real?
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Or like, hey, Frances, let's play a trick on our family. Like, these are like
an arty thing.
These girls are bros.
Love it.
However, I don't think they expected it to go as far as it went. Because in 1919, Elsie's mother, even though she doesn't seem to believe in it, brings the prints of the girls' photos to a lecture on fairies being held at Bradford's Theosophical Society, which is a group devoted to a New Age religious movement that's popular at the time. So it's all the kind of spiritualism stuff. And the photos are so impressive that the society's president brings them to a meeting in London and gives a series of lectures about them in 1920.
As if they're real?
Mm-hmm. Like he believes it seems like.
It's kind of like, finally, the thing we've been like talking about and theorizing about, there's actually like, because photographs themselves were relatively new. So then it's like,
they're like, well,
proof.
We have proof, finally.
Proof. That's all anyone wants.
All these fucking just little girls fucking around. In London, the photos catch the attention of none other than Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of the Sherlock Holmes stories. So he is already a famous author, and he'd been working on an article about fairies because he had been obsessed and fascinated with spiritualism ever since his own son died in World War I. So it seems like he really wanted to believe this whole being.
We all really want to believe something.
Yeah,
we really do.
We do. And so he viewed the photos as if they were real and as if they were proof of the legitimacy of not just fairies, but spiritualism in general.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, it's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle who, like, when you watch Sherlock Holmes stuff, it's like everything is deduction and logic and fact and all that stuff. So it's kind of very powerful.
It's sad. It makes you think he must have been really heartbroken if he just so easily believed these things.
Yeah, or if it's like he lived that life of like logic only for so long, and then it's like, but what is that going to get me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
More like if I'm brokenhearted, that's logic isn't going to help me.
Yeah, if that logic is true, then I have nothing.
It's me here. Yeah. Sad.
Yeah. So Conan Doyle writes an article about the fairy photos and says that he has gone through every possible explanation for how they could have been faked and can only come to the conclusion that they're real and that fairies exist. He even gets opinions from several experts in photography, including one from the Kodak company. The experts all come back with mixed reviews, but Conan Doyle concludes that the results of these opinions show 2 out of 3 experts agree that the photos are real, which is him kind of, you know what, like I'm taking this and I'm making it sound like this.
Yes.
But he's not lying, but it's not,
It's just like that thing where dentists recommend toothpaste. It's like, that's not
Do
real.
they? No, they don't.
It's not. They don't even like toothpaste. Also, it's just, I think it's also the piece of, you take something up and you're like, I believe in this. And then it's like, well, then fight for it. And it's like,
Right.
oh, now suddenly there is a fight or like I'm on this side kind of thing. It's like,
what is it, that confirmation bias? When it's like, if you already believe in something, you're only going to see the stuff that supports what you believe in.
Absolutely.
And the other stuff seems like bullshit to you.
There's magic in the world. It's like,
bullshit.
There is. There is.
And I don't want to fight someone and be like, no, there isn't. It's like, because if you need that, same with religion. Like, if you need that, have it.
And also, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I think there is a very beautiful thing of like, you got to keep open to it.
Yeah.
There's no point in being like, there's nothing ever anywhere.
Right.
It's just like, that's not good.
But you also have to be open to the point where like other people's opinions are just as fucking legitimate as yours, because there's no such
When?
there's no such thing as
Is this
you can't
new for
prove
you?
a negative.
I'm sorry.
Prove a negative.
There's debate, Georgia. I've never met her before.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
really good.
she's
good.
fun. She's ready for Thanksgiving dinner table.
Proven negative.
I fucking dare you. So Conan Doyle asks Elsie's father for permission to print the photos in the article, and Arthur, the father, is so impressed by this famous author who's like paying attention to this little family all of a sudden that he agrees to letting the photos be published, although he refuses payment for the photos that Conan Doyle wants to give him. And it sounds like, he says it's because he doesn't want to tarnish their genuineness, but it sounds like he maybe knows they're fake and doesn't want to scam the author out of money, which is thoughtful.
He's like, I can kind of go along with this a little bit. I can't go that far.
Yeah, if I take money, then I'm complicit.
Yeah.
So Conan Doyle's article is published in the Strand magazine in the UK, Australia, and America in the 1920s. The girls are referred to in the article by pseudonyms. And the article causes a huge sensation, not because everyone believes the photos are real. In fact, most people probably believe they're fake. But the debate over whether or not they are completely real, it's like goes viral, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like what color is this dress?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. And it's
the same
fun to
thing.
land on a side.
Yeah, exactly. And to like find one person to argue the other side is just like what you do at a pub.
Yes.
Like, what else are you going to do at a pub?
But also that dress was so clearly blue that I don't
It was
understand. Like, what were people seeing? Is it something like in your retina or something?
Must be.
Anyway.
You should cover that story. It's a gripping drama.
The gripping drama of being on Twitter in like 2011 or whenever it was.
So no one can figure out how the photos have been faked. So that's kind of part of the whole thing. And they don't think 2 young girls would have the skills necessary to create this kind of illusion. So it's like,
fuck you, sexist.
Yeah, exactly. So after the article comes out, Arthur Conan Doyle buys Frances and Elsie new cameras so that they can try and capture more photos of the fairies. By this point, it's 1921, and the girls are 13 and 20 years old, and they really don't know what to do because it's fucking fake. And they never believed that anyone would really fall for it.
Yeah.
They didn't expect, I guess maybe they didn't know their mom would take them to this lecture and people would take it seriously. But everyone is so starstruck by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle that they're just like, let's just go with it.
Yeah.
And he's like there's a lot at stake at like his reputation at this point. So they like don't want to tell him.
Right.
For that reason as well.
It's like, sir, we're big liars.
Yeah.
I don't know why you believe in us so much.
Keep lying.
Yeah.
So not knowing what to do and feeling kind of sorry for Conan Doyle, the girls accept the cameras. He also pays them around £20 each, which in today's U.S. dollars...
$500?
$1,150. He just fucking hands them a fucking 20 quid or whatever. They produced 2 more photos, one of Frances and one of Elsie, and there's a fairy in each photo. These photos are also published along with a 5th photo, which just shows the fairies and neither of the girls. And this last photo is called The Fairies and Their Sunbath. And the fairies do look a little different in this photo, more transparent and ethereal.
Those are the real ones.
The idea is that they are dematerializing in front of the camera. And actually, to this day, no one's quite sure how they achieved that effect.
Because they're the real ones.
Right. So
they're real.
The fairy craze peaks in about 1923, and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle dies in 1930. But the debate about whether or not the Cottingley Fairies in those photos are real rages on for decades, with many people believing rightly that the fairies are a hoax, others insisting that they are real. Like, how fun and harmless, except for his heart.
I know. I mean, but it didn't affect him. I think he probably really enjoyed it all the way through.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a fun thing in the middle of a bunch of fucking horrible shit happening. It's like a fun debate.
The sky is filled with ash and smoke. Everybody is like in the workhouse.
The poverty is abundant. When television becomes mainstream, there are programs devoted to the tale, and lots of people do investigative deep dives into the subject. But no one officially solves the mystery until the 1980s. I wonder if you watched this. That's when Frances and Elsie, who are now in their late 70s and 80s, come clean in an interview on a show about the paranormal called Arthur C. Clarke's World of Strange Powers.
Ooh.
Do you remember it?
No.
But I was British.
It's like, someone order it for me right now? How do I?
You need the Time Life series of
I need to
cassettes.
Turn away from my job and start watching it immediately.
You too. Oh, it's like the Spock one.
Yes.
What was that one?
In Search of?
Yeah. So Elsie, the older one, finally admits that the whole thing got out of hand when Conan Doyle got a hold of the story and the girls just decided to go along with it. She says, quote, "2 village kids and a brilliant man like Conan Doyle, well, we could only keep quiet," end quote. The girls, now women, say they want to tell the truth. Old women. They say they want to tell the truth before they die. They don't want their grandkids wondering, which I love it. It's us always saying, don't leave anything secret.
Clear it up. Why not?
Death, bed confessions for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if you have to make something up. So for her part, Frances, the younger of the two, has always insisted that last photo, the one of the fairies in their sunbath, is real. Mm-hmm. It's like, why would she do that if they're coming clean?
Right.
And it is like really, it's like spider webby looking in the dew, kind of a thing.
Because they're real.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Why?
I just think there's things going on that we have no idea. But also, it's like, it's almost the thing of like whether or not that exact thing is. Here's what's magical. 2 girls in a creek in this tiny town get the inventor Sherlock Holmes to come and hang out with them and give them money.
That's a book. Like, that doesn't happen in real life.
It's all like, it's almost like the thing that everyone's focusing on isn't the magic. It's the girls and what they're doing and how they do it is the magic.
It's a beautiful story. And the story's about them.
And the mom maybe knew that. Like, look what my brilliant daughter and my brilliant niece did.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Mm-hmm. And in 2019, the daughter of Frances Griffiths put up a series of prints from the original negatives at auction. Okay, guess how many pounds they sell for?
Is it in the millions?
No. I don't want to make you guess because it's not as much as
100 million.
50,000.
It should have got way more than that.
I know. But
still.
I know. Maybe I'll get you that for your birthday. Next year for Thanksgiving, I'll get you.
You can make it a lithograph. It doesn't have to be the original.
Thank you. And that is the story of the Cottingley Fairies.
Perfection. I mean, Yeah, I really love that. Also, it's just like Charles R. Conan Doyle, a man who has seen a bunch of shit, gone through a bunch of shit. Like, it's suddenly like later in life or maybe end of life, he's like, wait a second, one last chance to actually experience it. Like, he wanted it so bad because
fear of his own death, fear of his son's passing, needing there to be more to life than the basics.
Right.
Which is like so human.
So human and also kind of like that's a...
You don't think it's bad that they tricked him?
Well, no, because it wasn't their intent. It wasn't like they were like, if we make these fairies, we can get $1,000 or whatever. It's like they were just having fun and being artistic. Yeah. And then a little thing they were doing with their family of like for either attention or just whatever. Or maybe because they were down there and there's like, they say that in Ireland, bogs would release gases that would do this weird sparkling thing. And that's why people were like, oh my God, what's that over there? Like there's all kinds of shit that's been going on for a long time that we have no explanation for. Yeah. So he's kind of coming and going, wait a second, is it, do I finally have something true or do I have something provable? Yeah. For this feeling that won't go away.
I love that. Well, we have something true and provable, and that is the listeners here that we're so thankful for. And thank you for spending your Thanksgiving with us, or not if you're not listening to it.
Yeah, true.
It's fine.
Or later if it's 4th of July and you're like, hey, I never caught this one. Yeah. Also, thank you for creating that kind of human magic with your good vibes and your community building, because, man, we've seen it in action, and it is truly the definition of magic.
Totally. So thank you guys. Thanks for listening.
Happy Thanksgiving. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our managing producer is Hannah Kyle Creighton.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squillace.
Our researchers are Maren McClashin and Allie Elkin.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and Twitter at myfavemurder. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye. The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Hey.